Hello children, myself Tanuja Thiren Yagnik. I welcome you in the second semester. I welcome you in the session of online teaching as you all are knowing that COVID-19 panic situation yet not over. So our online teaching we are going to start from today onwards for Geography Standard 7. I hope you must have enjoyed your Diwali vacation with the help of proper measures. Children, in last session, we have taken information about different topics in geography as how seasons occur, the sun, the moon, and the earth, tides, air pressure, winds, and natural region. Today we are going to start with lesson number 7 soils in the second semester. This lesson we are going to divide into two videos. In first video, children, we are going to study the following points. First, factors necessary for soil formation. In that we are going to see parent rock, regional climate, biotic material, time. Degradation of soil. Earth doesn't mean the soil and vegetation. Rise of ancient civilizations. Use of fertilizers and record agricultural productions. Agricultural produce as per the type of soil and diet and disadvantages of non-availability of fertile soil and advantages of availability of fertile soil. These points we are going to study in the first video of the lesson soil. So let's begin with the lesson number 7 soil. First children, we are going to study the different factors necessary for soil formation. The parent rock, the climate of the region, the biotic material, the slope of the land, and time are the necessary factors for the formation of soil. First, parent rock. Parent rock in a region is an important factor in soil formation. Depending on the hardness of the parent rock and the climate of the region, the parent rock gets weathered, which further leads the formation of soil. Weathering means becoming old due to the climate. Second, regional climate. The intensity of weathering of a rock depends on the climate of the region. The same type of a rock give rise to different types of a soil when it is exposed to different climates. Third, biotic material. The biotic material comes from the decomposition of the remains of the plants and animals in a particular region. The biotic material gets mixed into the soil and it is called as a humus. If the proportion of humus in the soil is greater, the soil is fertile. Fourth factor, very important, that is time. Soil formation is a natural and a slow process. To form a 2.5 centimeter thick layer of a topsoil, it takes thousands of years. In the region of high rainfall and higher temperatures, the process of soil formation is faster. On the other hand, in the region of a low rainfall and low temperatures, the process of a soil formation takes more time. These are all the factors which are necessary for the formation of a soil. Let's begin with the degradation of a soil. Soil is mainly used for agricultural purpose. Second, for getting higher production, different types of chemical fertilizer, insecticides, etc. are used profusely. However, this leads to degradation of a soil. Generally, people think that soil means earth and earth means soil, but it is not like that. Soil contains the powdered form of a weather rock. particularly or partially or completely decomposed organic material and innumerable microorganisms. Interaction between the biotic and abiotic components in the soil go on continuously. Soil is a complete ecosystem. Earth is one of the substances in soil. We have to do one kind of activity which is also given in your textbook, page number 40, figure number 77.1. Conduct this activity and do this experiment at home. Take 3 flower pots of the same size. Keep one pot empty. Fill the second pot with water after closing the hole at the bottom and third pot with soil. Put a few seeds in all of them. Keep all the 3 pots in the sun and water the empty pot and the soil filled pot for 4 to 5 days. Observe and answer the following question. What happened to the seeds put in the empty pot and pot filled with the water? What happened to the seeds put in the pot filled with soil? What do you learn from these? All these 3 question answers you will write in your classwork notebook once you conduct this activity at home. And everybody is hereby compulsory to conduct this activity. When school get reopens, we are going to ask you. Let's start with soil and vegetation. For the production and the growth of a plant, soil is indispensable. Though favorable climate, availability of abundant water and sunlight are necessary for the growth of a plant, these alone are not sufficient. Fertile soils favor plant growth. Rise of ancient civilization when man realized that sowing seeds in the soil leads to the growth of plants and yield crops, he started using soil as a resource. Gradually, he realized that the fertile soil along the riverbed give higher yields. Hence, he settled in the valley and started living in a grove. That is the beginning of a ancient civilization. This led to rise of the ancient river valley civilization because man has learned the art of agriculture with the help of a soil as a resource. Let's begin with the next point, that is use of fertilizers and record agricultural production. For the growing population, man started producing greater amount of food crops. For getting richer harvest, man made more efforts to increase the fertility of a soil. In a process, he started using fertilizers that lead to record agricultural production. Agricultural produce as per type of a soil and diet. Food crops, fruits, and flowers are produced according to the type of a soil. The local agricultural produce determines the staple diet of the people. Disadvantages of non-availability of a fertile soil. The regions, countries where soils are not fertile need to fulfill their food requirements through imports. For example, countries like Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Oman, etc. fulfill their food requirements by importing food from China, India, and USA. Advantages of availability of fertile soil. The region or the country having fertile soil are self-reliant as far as food production is concerned. Human settlements get concentrated in such areas. Agro-based industries flourish in these areas at later dates. For example, sugar factories develop in sugarcane producing areas. fruit processing industries in the areas of fruit production, etc. These regions later show the signs of the development. This is all about this video. In the next video, children, we are going to see major types of a soil in Maharashtra. In that, we are going to study coarse soil, regular soil, laterite soil, alluvial soil, yellow and brown soil. Later on, we are going to study in second video soil erosion, soil degradation, measures of soil conservation, and measures of retained fertility of soil. These points we are going to study in the second video of the same lesson. After this, I am going to give you one small assignment which you are going to write in your classwork notebook. Till that time, bye bye. Take care. Stay home. Stay safe. Thank you.